What is going on, guys? Egox here, and welcome into my swim school in Warzone. Today, we're gonna be timing what is the fastest way to swim, and we're gonna go ahead and break down a couple random facts about the water also in Warzone. And right out of the gate, let's talk about what is the fastest way to swim in Warzone. Now, we got 40 meters to cross here, but how do you cross it the fastest? Whether you're running from gas or somebody's shooting you, you need to be fast getting through the dry land to chow that guy fair and square. So let's begin the timer and let's freestyle this 40-meter cross here. Now, slightly riskier way to cross this, but hey, let's see the timing. Is it the fastest though? We're about to touch the wall and 8 seconds and 45 milliseconds with the freestyle. Now let's boot up the second attempt, and that is to dive this 40 meters. Now this is a slightly more safer because you have that water to protect you from your enemy's pot shots. And here's the results. The same timing. I was a little bit surprised by this, that diving and the freestyles actually the same speed. As I'm going back to the starting post, as you can see, you can jump from the water, and actually with the right timing you could double jump from the water surface also. So let's lock in for our third attempt, and we're trying to use the double jump method here. And let's see, is this the same speed or are we faster or slower? But we're actually clocking exactly the same number once again. So all three attempts with the same timing, so it's situational which one you want to use. And I'm facing backwards, you already know why, because we're gonna time this backwards swimming also. Now this has to be the slowest one. Should be pretty obvious, but never use the backwards swim unless you want to look behind you. I mean, look at this timing. I'm just gonna time it just to get those numbers out, but never use this one. And we come to the goal, and it's twice as slow. But I still got one more way to cross this, and that is to use the backswim with the double jump method. And if you truly need to see what's going on behind you, need the information from that, use this backswim with the jumps to make it faster than just using your backswim. Now, interestingly enough, I was able to mantle to the dry land with the jump from the water, so that's funny. There you go, there's your timings from those 5 different methods to cross that 40 meters. Now, let's move on into the random facts. Now, did you know that you can control your vertical position in water just by pressing crouch or pressing jump to go up? You don't have to move backwards or forward. You can just press crouch to go down into the water and swim on the bottom. And if you want to get on top, just hold your jump. Now, I actually didn't know this. I thought you always have to be holding your left stick forward to change your depth in water. Now, if you're coming up and you're holding your jump, you can buffer the mantle, the dry land on the first frame possible. Now, I know my settings affect this, but hey, test it if you have it also. Now, I already mentioned this, but did you know that you can double jump from the water surface with the right timing? And here you can actually see 2, 3, and I think that's a triple jump. Now, the double jump is pretty consistent. Now, interesting random facts, you're bouncing on the top of the water. Now, the next one is actually very good to know in Warzone. Now, you can see through the smoke underwater. Now, this has to be unintentional, but actually, you can clearly see that we have a smoke grenade up, but when I go in the water, I can clearly see through it. And here's another example. I can throw the grenade from the water, and look at this. I can just ping under the water and come up, and it's completely smoked out there. Now, the last random fact, did you know that the water changes level? It kind of lifts. And that is the reason why you saw me not being actually underwater, or the game didn't consider me being underwater when I was in prone, but suddenly I went underwater, and you can see oxygen meter right there. I zoomed it out, and you can see I'm not moving. Take a close look, I'm not moving, and suddenly I start healing. But I haven't moved, so the game actually changed the level of the water surface. Now here's another example. We're running out of that oxygen pretty soon here, but we're about to red line our oxygen meter, and so pay attention, I'm not moving at all, and I can start my oxygen regen right there. But that's gonna be everything from my water random facts. Now, if you want to learn more about Warzone, check my channel because I got a couple of nice videos to help you in Warzone. And just take a look at this most wanted. He's set up with his mind, he's playing the stair glitch. I usually don't use stunts, but for this guy, I'm throwing a stack of them.
Target destroyed. Deploy supply drop to your location.